Feel the magic, feel the roar. Thundercats are loose. Thunder, 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 Thundercats. Thunder, 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 Thundercats.
You are now listening to Shoutouts Uncut. Prepare to be shattered with your hosts, Matt Baldwin, Skullface, Greg for Mercy, Oscar NJ Boy, T2RX6, Mega 81. Welcome to Shattercast.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Shattercast Uncut, episode 41. We are 41. We're starting to lie about our age, and we're telling chicks that we meet at the bar with no foreseeable future that we are in our 30s. And our kid has now become fairly estranged. So, without any more further ado, let's get into who's on the show with us tonight. And we'll start with Greg for Mercy.
Hey, how's it going?
And we'll move on to T2RX6.
Caesar, so this is boring interest, man. Oscar, what the hell, man? Got my hopes up like some,
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Have you recovered from the Halloween party at all?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good times.
I'll tell you, I was still pretty hurting until about 3:45 the next day. Yeah, I'm just not what I used to be in terms of recovery. I woke up and I actually felt all right, and I was like, did I make it through?
Yeah.
And then I went back to sleep for an hour, and I woke back up, and I was like, nope. And I went downstairs and fucking threw up like fucking bile, and then fell asleep in the basement, and then woke up and came back upstairs, fell asleep again. And when I woke up that time, I felt like I was in service. I wasn't 100%, but I was alive.
Very nice. When we're gonna, what was his name? Damn it, Franklin. When we hear about Franklin.
Oh, Franklin will be with the Mind Wipe review, which will be next week.
Sweet.
For those not in the know, I throw a Halloween party at my house every year, and I do it because a buddy of mine wanted me to do it, and I didn't have the ability because of my living conditions. And then once my living conditions changed to a point where I could, I promised him I would, and then he ended up passing away that year before the party. So I throw it every year in his memory. And this year there were 3 skull faces in attendance. So I had to get a skit out of it, if you know what I'm saying. And it's about a family reunion, and we learn a little bit about the Skullface family tree, which is pretty awesome. So, who else we got? Antoine, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, people? How you doing?
And Deluxe bringing up the rear, so to speak, getting ready for Chicago.
Hey, how you doing?
There he is. Speaking of Chicago, TFCon Chicago is next week. So we will not have a show up Friday morning of next week. We are going to be doing a special show that weekend. We're planning on having it up on iTunes and Podomatic and all that kind of stuff that Sunday, Justin?
Hopefully
that's Sunday.
Sunday or Monday. It depends on if I can make it home at a reasonable time and don't feel like death on Sunday. So,
okay. And then we're going to have a YouTube special of that episode within the next couple days after that. So it is coming. It just will be delayed. These are extenuating circumstances, but look for it on Sunday on all the like the audio podcast downloads, and then YouTube will be coming up shortly behind that. Also, we will be giving you updates. So if you listen to us on Podomatic or iTunes or Stitcher or Player FM or wherever else Antoine has figured out a way to get us in, or YouTube, if you are not following us on Twitter, Facebook, all those sorts of things, now is the time, because this coming week we will be posting tons of pictures and pictures of us partying, which is always a treat, but also, pictures of prototypes and stuff that we see that's worth looking at. So make sure you follow us in those places. And that should wrap up just about our thoughts on Chicago. While you're at Chicago, you can pick up a shirt, a hoodie, or bumper stickers, or a huge magnet that will cover your fucking freezer in the garage. And those will be available at our table. And you can also contact us if you're not going to make it to Chicago, and we will work that deal out with you. Real quick, before we get into the anybody get anything, I want to make a statement. And it's not directed at anyone, but it needs to be said. We try to do these interviews and so forth and line up people inside the community to bring you an insight to what's going on. Like it's a lot of legwork. Antoine has been handling most of it, and he's been doing a pretty good job at it. And then we prepare the questions, and then we set up a time with that individual, and then we record it. It's a lot of legwork. It's a lot of effort. Not that you would do this, but if anyone would do this, please do not write a synopsis of that interview and then post it in the thread of where we are trying to play it, because we are a podcast that's trying to be successful, and we would like people to listen to us. We'd like new people to check it out, and we try to do right by everybody. So if you were to write a synopsis, it might take away from somebody listening to the show and getting into the show, and that's counterproductive, and it's a conflict of interest, and it will be corrected anytime it happens. And those corrections have to, unfortunately, become more severe if they continue to go on. But we haven't had to have this talk yet, but we're having it now. So if anybody was thinking about doing that, we just ask that you would not. Yeah. So now that we got that out of the way, let's see if anybody got anything. Greg.
I got some new mittens.
Nice.
Let's see. Skids Crosscut, Mind Wipe, and I think that's it. Actually, yeah,
And
that was it.
What do you think of them?
Skid. Well, of them or him? Them. I really like Crosscut. Skids, I know. He is what he is.
Right.
But I need to have him. Mind Wipe's all right. He's pretty good. There's things I don't like about him. I don't like how the wings are attached to the shoulders and move with the arm, which we knew. He's Voyager size. He's almost an inch taller than Brainstorm.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that in a picture that they put up, a promotional picture of him and Weirwolf. I was talking about it last week on the show, that maybe they're headed in that direction, that they're kind of getting with the program.
Yeah. He's decent. There's a part of the transformation where the arms peg into the legs and make like the sides of the bat body, and it doesn't hold super well. At first, I thought it was because I didn't have all my parts lined up right, but it just doesn't peg together super well. So if you're planning on flying him around your basement, like fucking you're chasing your wife around with Dracula bat, he's going to come undone. But if he's just sitting there, then he'll be fine. And you can hang him from your shelf upside down like a bat.
I saw somebody do that on a hanger.
Yeah, if you do it, if you do it the right way. Yeah, it's just the way. But the only thing is, it only works with his back to the front. Like he hangs with his front inside the shelf, if that makes sense, because his legs only bend one way.
Right.
Due to transformation. Right. But still, I mean, it's cool. It's an unintentional touch, or it was unintentional, I'm sure, but it's a nice happenstance of transformation, if you will. Sure. So yeah, I should have had some figure stands for my Soundwave tapes, but the company I got them from is lying about shipping, and or the company they came from, rather, because I made a deal through somebody else and they ordered them. But yeah, the tracking number is not moved, and they swear they mailed out Friday, and they said their parcel post, even though the tracking number clearly says a first class label was created, and if I don't hear something soon, these guys are definitely going on blast.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, very annoyed.
Sounds like it. T2RX6, you get anything this week?
Nope. Well, that's not true. I got my Shattercast shirts, which is always a good time. I've worn my Rock 5 t-shirt already, and
Nice.
got my looks, and I'm happy with that. So, cool. But other than that, no transforming goodies for me. So I got Food Fighters, if you know what that is.
Which is fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Mega, what'd you get?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing, man. That's sad.
Wow.
Nothing.
Deluxe.
I didn't get anything Transformer wise. I got a G.I. Joe and 2 Marvel Legends. That's about it.
Wow.
Justin's got me on the little G.I. Joe thing. So. And you
Bobby.
too, Bobby. Bobby does too.
Yeah. Well, I just.
Well, you said
I
you
just
stopped, so.
Well, yeah, I kind of lost interest after the Zorana ordeal.
Right.
Yeah, that's what happened
I
to
mean,
me too.
I see them in the the comic store, and I'm just like, God, they're only like $9. I'm like, why not? So.
Yeah.
Wait till you get that $90 around them.
Oh well.
Yeah. If you're lucky. I can't do it. I want to do it. I want to do it. I just can't. They're great figures, and Hasbro does like a tremendous job with them. But I can't fucking commit to that kind of a exclusive. I don't know why they would choose such a fucking important character to the kind of mythos as a fucking exclusive. It's really frustrating.
Meanwhile, there's like 7 different fucking styles of regular Viper out there.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Of like just the Viper, like fucking goggles on the head Viper.
Yep. They like do the Python Viper,
It's a lot of money. Like I told you, Lisa, when I walked out of the comic store, and I had that Storm Shadow in there, she gave me a look like, "I'm gonna whoop your ass," but whatever.
So anyway, let's get started.
What'd you get?
I did not. I don't think. Let me double check my mental notes. Nope. I did not. I had a huge Halloween party over the weekend. And that was pretty much where all my efforts were. I got Mind Wipe coming. He should be here any day now. I don't know what the fuck happened.
I was going to say, is Greg the only one that has him?
Nah, yeah, he's the only one that's got him so far. Mine's coming.
TF Source.
Yes, you did. Yes, you
did.
did.
Call me, Diane. Call me.
It just with me though, it doesn't matter. I could get it at TF Source. Big Bad Toy Store is going to get it first. If I get it at you know what? I'm just going to no. Because if I pre-order them at both, fucking Chosen Prime will get them
same time.
Like a Toy Dojo will get them first, or you know what I mean? Like it doesn't matter what I do. I like Murphy's Law. Like just follows me. Like it just pops up like last night's erection. So there was a New York Comic Con was this past weekend, and even though we touched on those reveals last week, we're going to get into them again a little later because now we got the nice clean images, and we don't have a whole lot to talk about tonight. But there was new RID clips shown. Did anyone watch those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did too. Well, thoughts, comments, courtesies, concerns?
My thought is it's kind of like animated, like animated. But we'll see what happens.
It seems really childish to me.
And the fact that Grimlock can actually speak actual English, no.
It seems like a kiddie show, and it doesn't feel like Transformers to me. I'm just gonna put that out there. It feels like a show about transforming robots, but it doesn't feel like Transformers. Like even like I don't know, Cybertron and Armada and all them. I haven't seen them in their entirety, but I've seen like an episode here and there. It still kind of feels like Transformers. Like this doesn't make me think Transformers.
It feels like animated and Cybertron mixed together. Something.
It's like a futuristic animated, like a 30 years later after animated. Kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of like a hipster kind of Transformers. I don't know. I get what you feel, the kid thing. Yeah, the Grimlock thing kind of freaked me out too when he talked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like pre-animated or something. Like before animated even started.
It just doesn't excite me. Did you watch it, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, I've watched the little bits here and there. I'll check it out. I'm not going to pass. Yeah,
but I mean, what did you think of these clips?
I mean, it's different. It's going to be different. I mean, it's not G1. It's not. And we go through this with every show. It's not this. So and so does this. Oh God, Grimlock doesn't have a fucking speech impediment. Fucking, whatever. Shit, I remember fucking people were pissed off because Grimlock was a fucking construction vehicle, and what was that, RID?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
At least Bumblebee's not going to be fucking beeping and booping, and
Beeping and booping.
I'm not going to buy I'm not going to buy the fucking toys, obviously.
I can't wait for the toys.
I mean, this movie remind me of Beast Machine Cheetah a little bit. A little bit. Just how he talks.
I don't even mind Beast Machines. I really don't. It's a good show. It's not a good Transformer show, but it's a good show.
Yeah.
And I like Prime. I liked Animated once I actually watched it. Like, I liked it. It's different, and it takes some getting used to, but once you get into it, and yeah, it's kiddie, but we've known it was going to be kiddie since they fucking announced it. Like, this isn't like new news.
That's true.
That's my biggest
better
hope.
than the movie. It's better than the movie.
Would you say it, Justin?
My biggest hope is like I haven't been watching the clips or anything like that yet. Like I don't feel compelled to do that. But I'm really hoping when it comes out, it's one of those things like Animated, which I do rank that up there among some of my favorite Transformers media that exists. So hopefully our idea is that I'll give it a fair chance when it comes out. But I'm not exactly like jumping it. I want to see it now, but again, didn't do that with Animated either. So we'll see.
I don't know. I guess time will tell, but like the Decepticon they show in that second clip, it looks
a damn lobster.
It's like a lobster.
Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs.
I mean, it's just like, what is this? Like, I don't know what this is. It reminded me more of Mantenna.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can't wait for the toy of that.
What the fuck did somebody call him? Was it in our chat? Was it one of us or was it in a group? Somebody called him fucking, oh, god damn it. I'll think of it like at the end of the show and I'll just blurt it out.
What, Sebastian?
No, they called him something. Fuck. I'll think of it. Like I said, I'll think of it randomly when I'm talking about something else. But, I don't know. It's different. It'll be okay. No. It's not going to kill Well, I don't know. It might kill Transformers. We're starting to get into that We're starting to get into that era where Transformers could possibly be coming to an end.
I think the kids will like it. I think that's what it's geared towards. I think the kids will like it. I don't think it's going to be the end of Transformers.
If they watch it, though.
If it doesn't kill Transformers, do you know what will kill your wallet? A Make Toys Masterpiece Scale Omega Supreme.
Mm-hmm.
Fans Toys.
I'm sorry, Fans Toys. Pardon me. Fans Toys. I was working so hard on my segue. I was working so hard on this segue.
Just lost all hope. Yeah.
But that, I mean, holy mother of pearl.
That's gonna be.
And they're saying it's. Well, that's what people are saying. Is that credited anywhere?
Well, no. It was on the I think Fans Toys had an interview or something, and it was something about how it was be around $500. I think it was on the
if it's $500 and it's a Masterpiece Scale Omega Supreme.
It was on Iffy Toys. I'm sorry.
That's not really a hateful price.
It's not, but it's also a super large expenditure to try to bank on your customers buying into. And, like the Dinobots and Shockwave are already pretty pricey. And then, I don't know, you just have to, this has to be completely nailed for it to even stand a chance, Well,
what do you pay for a combiner?
Well, yes, exactly. And that's if there was a Masterpiece combiner, though, I would assume I'm getting 5, Masterpiece scaled vehicles to go with them, So the flow is not as bad.
Bumblebee's our Masterpiece scale vehicle now, so you'll get 5 Bumblebee-sized combiner robots.
Yep. I wonder how's he gonna stack up to that new Scorponok? Is he gonna be the same size, bigger?
I would assume bigger, probably.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I mean, how high are they gonna go? I mean, are we gonna look at are we looking at maybe a year or two from now, like $1,000 Transformer?
I don't know.
Well, maybe. I mean, what would be a $2,000 Transformer?
I'm just saying 1,000.
Or what would be $1,000 Transformer? If Omega Supreme is 500 and it's a masterpiece scale Omega Supreme,
Overlord?
No,
is Overlord that much bigger than Omega Supreme?
A Unicron would be that like that.
Oh yeah, now that's a good point. Now they did like you know what? I might be in on $1,000 Unicron.
Dang.
I'd have to go with some sort of
That
payment
better
plan.
fucking jerk me off every night before I go to bed.
Like if
I
I could stand him next to my tallest shelf,
Yeah.
like like I might be in on $1,000 Unicron.
That'll be sick.
But like, I don't think
ridiculous.
Do you think I everybody's saying, oh no, oh my god, $500, and I hear you, I hear you, but like, is it that crazy of a price for a masterpiece scaled CityBot type unit?
No, it's not, but it's a huge risk.
No, yeah, I get your point. Yes, I agree that it is a huge risk, but at least it is fans' toys. Like, it's not X-Transbots.
Right, and it's a reasonable price to charge for something that big. I mean, again, look at the combiners we have already, and if an Omega Supreme has to be bigger than your MMC Predator King, who easily tops that price.
Yeah.
I just hope the leg can hold it. Because they don't want to miss workout day, the leg day.
That said, what I'm interested to see is like, what's going to happen? Is he going to have the G1 base mode? Like, how do we keep him from being ridiculous parts former? Which to me is the big downfall of Omega Supreme.
But he was.
Yeah,
well, go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, I mean that is kind of the charm of Omega Supreme.
I agree. That's what I was gonna say.
It's being all those separate parts. I mean, how are you gonna have a true G1 Omega Supreme? Are you happy now, Bobby? How are you gonna have a true G1 styled Omega Supreme? Which I'm assuming is G1 style because all their other stuff is. I mean, what did he turn into? He turned into the fucking tracks. The little fucking rocket ship, the little
every little piece was used. I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah, and it was a part. I mean, it's a parts former. That's what he is. He turns into component parts. So that would be like saying having a Devastator that does parts form into robots. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I agree. How they pull it off. It's how they pull it off, because some of that shit's going to be fucking heavy. It's fans' toys, so there's going to be some die-cast. There's going to be some shit. People were freaking the fuck out about Scoria being loose, and people are freaking the fuck out about Kronos, which, whatever he was. But it's all about the execution. It's all about how because they like to just fucking go willy-nilly and throw fucking die-cast everywhere, which I appreciate. But you can't have fucking you can't have like one arm be completely fucked, like the cannon arm be a die-cast fucking cannon. You know what I mean? Because it's not going to work.
Right.
And you can't have like, if it's going to be like one piece is going to clip into something else, you can't have that one big, you can't have the center body be fucking like die-cast or whatever, because it's going to look cool as it's driving around on the track. But once you put that motherfucker together, every single connection point is going to be stressed to the fucking max.
Do you need die-cast for Omega? I mean, I don't think you really need it.
I didn't say you need it, but it's fans' toys.
Yeah, he said it.
I would like to see some pictures at TFCon. I know that probably won't happen.
This thing's like way in the fucking future.
Yeah, this is you're looking at probably 2016 probably before this thing.
Yeah, I would agree.
Sees a lot of day.
But
it would be awesome if they had some pictures of it.
But I think that I agree with Greg that that's absolutely the charm of Omega Supreme. Like, that like, if I had a masterpiece Omega Supreme, I would want him to be a parts former. Only because like my G1 was a parts former. The cartoon he fucking parts formed. Like, even when he transformed the cartoon, he like split apart into like 1,000 pieces and then like came back together.
Yeah, but do you want like leg clips and all that stuff to get lost? Like, I assume.
No, I don't. I don't want that kind of stuff.
I mean, I assume he's gonna form a track in a space shuttle and a tank and all that stuff. But I hope they get rid of all the stupid little clips that turn it into, well, now these two have the legs go and do this thing or whatever.
Right. And also the when you go to sell it, when you're going to lose your house and you can't find one clip, and now all of a sudden it's worth $10.
Exactly.
I mean, Omega Supreme, the original Omega Supreme with all the clips and shit. When was that design? That was like a 70s fucking design.
Yeah.
By the time they got the Transformers. A knockoff. No, that was Bandai. Wasn't it? Wasn't that another Bandai thing?
I don't know.
You gotta think, we're 40 years. Well,
it was black, I think.
God, what's my calendar? Yeah, we're almost 40 fucking years since like that was designed. So surely,
I would hope.
Surely they can find a way.
Yeah, I agree that they can find a way, but there's always that like concern of like oh, we're doing this as a nod to the G1. You know, it's like, well, like, look, some things we do nods to, and then some things we evolve from. You know.
I think that they're smart enough to know.
Yeah, I think so too. And
Like,
I love fans toys. Like,
Yeah.
if somebody was to say, look, one company is going to be doing city bots, and you know, I would choose fans toys. Like, you know, like they are my favorite of the third parties.
I just want to say this.
MMC maybe is a close runner.
I just want to say this. I'm trying to get off track because I'm actually liking this a lot. Fuck this. I'm happy with my Hasbro Energon Omega Supreme.
The Energon one?
Yeah, that's all I'm saying right there.
Come on, man.
Hell, Hasbro.
The Energon or the Year of the Snake one?
I made him reiterate it. No, they're not the same thing. One looks like a kid finger painted it, and the other one looks somewhat like Omega Supreme.
Dogging out my fucking Hasbro shit. I love my Energon Omega Supreme.
You know what is better than Energon Omega Supreme? Sancho Barbosa.
Man, you know what? Y'all are. I'm so. I fuck with Greg. You know about KC all the time. I may lean and get this one. That's the only KC figure I'll ever buy is that Sancho. I may pick him up.
He's good. Man. Or, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, you know what's better than someone getting an Energon Omega Supreme? Somebody just came out and got a boa in Texas.
Oh God, you got that fucking wheelie. Shut up.
I like my fucking wheelie.
Jesus.
I might pick wheelie up at TFCon if I can find it.
Oh, you would.
I'll sell you mine for $50.
Fucking butt brothers out there.
No, I'm just kidding. I like him, man. I haven't fucked with him like since that week I got him because I got two feet. But Keith's sending me he's sending Dub K a entire replacement leg. He didn't even pull that bullshit. Like, yeah, I'll send you the foot. You got to pull 15 pins to put it on. Like, he's sending me the entire entire part.
Pop one off and put the other one on.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah. Pop one off, pop one on, pop one out. You know what I mean?
I know what you
I don't ever have to go to Hasbro and ask for a fucking leg. I know that.
No, because they won't send it to you. You may get one of fucking 5 legs from the fucking wave assortment.
Oh, Sancho Barbosa.
What happened with wasn't it Oscar who got that Sky Warp that had 2 of the same arms or something? 2 of the same wings.
I had an Alternators Wheeljack, and it took me forever to find him back in the day. And his sword was missing, which, you know, whatever. So I contacted them, like, well, you can send it back, and we might, you know, you'll get whatever's in the wave. I'm like, I don't want whatever's in the wave. I'm like, I want a Wheeljack. That's why I searched about, you know? Like, come on.
Shit.
Ridiculous.
Fucking Justin just replaced my Acid Storm head because I bought one missing the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
so don't give me that bullshit, Matt. That shit can happen to any company.
Shut the fuck up, Chip. Love that shit, man.
2015, we have to have a sale.
I saw a Thundercracker, a Fall of Cybertron Thundercracker at Meyer, and half the fucking body. I think I posted a picture in the chat. Half the body was missing the paint apps, except for the head. But like the actual body, it was missing the paint apps. And someone finally bought that motherfucker. Probably there's a masterpiece or a Fall of Cybertron Sunstorm out there somewhere now. Somebody made a custom of, but it was missing half the fucking paint apps. Or there's some sad fucking kid with a stupid ass grandma,
right?
Who bought a last minute birthday gift. But,
collector's edition.
Oh, what the fuck ever!
Let's talk about
something
that also seems to be controversial in the fandom at the moment, which is the Warbitron Vortex. I love it. I do love it. But like most that have issue with it, the cockpit does seem like a bit much.
Yeah.
It kind of seems bland to the other 3 to me.
It doesn't feel. Actually, it doesn't feel bland to me at all. Like, look at there's a lot of like little purple and silver and yellow accents like everywhere.
Now,
I love the swords. I do love the propellers that they turn to swords. That's pretty cool.
People were complaining about the eyes not being red.
Yeah, well, they've kind of mucked the eyes up on
cares.
For the most part. I'm hoping that some upgrade kit eventually comes out that takes care of the eye issue, where you can just pop off, unscrew the light piping and put a different one in. I'm hoping, because like I would like them all to have. I would like better eyes with mine as well. But
where's this one screwed at? this one scored at? Like, where's it going to snap? Because my Brawl, it was scored in the hand. And then my Blast Off, there was a little score mark.
He looks kind of beefy now. I don't think he'll snap. I don't know. Maybe the waist area.
I didn't get Side Strike, and I said that when it's all said and done, if I don't buy back into the set, I'll get that fucking Swindle just because I like Swindle, and just because I think Swindle needs a presence somewhere in my biz.
I wish. Yeah, and you would be. So far, I can tell you that Swindle is the best of the bunch. But I really wish they'd have gone all black on that cockpit.
Yeah, I do too, and I kind of wish it was a little bit more narrow. We haven't seen the actual vehicle mode of this guy, right?
Oh yeah.
No. They show.
If you click the link and scroll to the right, they got him in there.
Well, son of a bee.
I can't wait to combine this motherfucker. Oh damn.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Like once he's combined, the yellow cockpit probably won't bother me as much, but it is an awful lot of yellow in a character that I don't even the color yellow doesn't register to me at all when I think of that character, and that's what bothers me about it.
Well, it's like they went out of their way to say so G1 with everything about it, and then they decided to like homage fucking Energon Bruticus with the fucking like crazy colored clear cockpit or whatever, So
what were you going to say, Justin?
I can tell you the quick solution is going to be, and what I'll probably end up doing is the pin's probably not going to be very hard to take out, and then I'm just going to, black spray it from the inside.
Yeah, if I say it looks probably real easy that you can just take it off and then spray paint it or something.
Yeah.
Or you could buy the $22 Repro-Label set that's going to give you gold chrome helicopter blades and
probably
fucking pinstripes.
I like him. I can't wait to get him. And like I said, I can't wait to get him all 5 and just
masturbate in front of him in the middle of the room.
Much. Well, I already masturbated in front of the other 3, so. But like I said, he looks out of the other 3, he looks the blandest. I guess. I don't know. Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's see. I don't think he looks like. If you look at a picture of him straight on, where he's got the rockets on his shoulders and all that, like. There's a fair amount of difference in color and stuff. Like, I don't think he looks bland.
Yeah.
I think, if anything, I feel the opposite. I feel like maybe he's a little too busy. And I wish they had toned down that unit a little bit, especially all that fucking yellow in the center of his goddamn chest.
Yeah. He looks pretty good next to Swindle.
I also
that
wish,
picture next to Swindle, he looks pretty sweet.
I wish his back propeller was the color of his main propeller too, and not that clear yellow propeller.
Yeah, I'm with you on that too.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm excited. He looks pretty sweet, but
I think that the overall mold looks great. Like, the design I think looks awesome.
Yeah, I agree.
But do you think he really has that G1 look?
With the copy of the foot, I don't know.
I mean, I just in the helicopter mode, I just really don't think he looks. I like him, but
I don't think he looks as
the G1 as others.
Right.
Probably,
I don't think that he looks far enough where you'd be like, that isn't G1 Vortex. It's like kind of like Six Shot from MMC. Like it's like
right.
And so far,
I think he looks the least G1ish to me out of the 4.
There is such a thing as G1 to a fault. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
And so far, they all had block heads like the toy, so could be both.
Yeah.
I like that. I like how they did that, where they made it like you could take the head and shove it up into a fucking one of those little grip things, whatever the fuck those kind of connectors were called.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Fucking, if you're like, oh, it looks like I can turn this. Oh, snap. Fuck, I broke my toy.
Yeah. And then all the paint's off the head.
Yep.
But yeah, I like this. And I don't know, do you think like the scorch marks on the barrel of the gun that's at the front of the fucking helicopter, like,
yeah, totally unnecessary because you didn't do that for anybody else,
But that's a pretty nice touch.
It is, but it's also too much in my opinion because you didn't do it before. So
yeah, I would have preferred if they did it on all, but when I saw that, I was like,
Yeah,
they had to make up for the cockpit. Yeah.
Man, that cockpit, like, they could have just gone not They could have just gone black plastic, and I'd have been fine. But
That
people
con-
would have bitched about that too. But even if they went like a black clear plastic,
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't know.
somebody's gonna somebody's gonna make one.
Yeah,
Whether it be like on like a small, like what do they call them, like a garage kit guy or Shapeways, or
Shapeways.
you know, like the dude that made the Uranus, the eyes, and the Megatron 81 or whatever the fuck his screen name is. So, you know, that those guys are probably working on it already.
Oh, GI Eddie.
Yeah.
Hell,
Exactly.
Walpertron.
All right, so DX9 does the inevitable and releases image that we all knew was coming of Mirage from their revealed Crasher from TFCon Toronto.
What?
Yeah, mine is. I don't know what that was. Mine is pre-ordered. Mine is pre.
I don't know.
What the hell was that?
Oh,
I think that was a race
You
car
have a
noise.
seizure?
No, that was a race car noise.
Oh,
Actually, I stepped in
Shit.
something gross. Yeah. Somebody's getting beat after the podcast, and it ain't gonna be my wife. I'll tell you that.
poor dogs.
Oh, God.
What was I saying? I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, it's just like, this is supposed to be like a masterpiece scale, right? It's just like that Redgar. Like, I liked that figure, but there was just so much about it like I didn't like. And like, I put it up on my masterpiece like area, and I don't know. I just didn't care for it. God, I'm out of breath. I fucking just walked up some stairs. Jesus Christ. I mean, it's good quality. You know what I mean? I can't fault them on anything they did. I just don't like it. Does that make sense?
It already needs Repro-Labels to me. I mean, it looks kind of, like I said, I want to say bland, but I mean, it looks nice. I like the rubber tires. That's a good touch. But it already looks like it needs Repro-Labels, you know.
Oh, it absolutely needs Repro-Labels. I mean, you don't have anything on there, any of the sponsorship or anything.
I know, but why couldn't they do that? I mean, why do I have to buy? I mean, I know Repro-Labels is awesome and everything,
Well, first
but
of all, like,
why should I have to buy another set too?
Sponsor paint, you know, that's a lot of work. I think, like, I like this, but
Honestly, Bobby, with Mirage, it's not a whole bunch of work. It's like satanes on the side or something like that, and that's all you need.
yeah, but that's small paint work.
I don't know.
It's got to be like, and usually they use like the stamp paint type shit for that, and I don't even know if I've ever seen a third party do that. But maybe Fans Project on the Revolver. But like if you look like okay, there's the head. The head's got gray, light blue, dark blue, and white. The chest has what looks like to me is going to be chrome, black, white, blue, red, and a light gray. Pelvis has white, red, black, and blue. We got really nothing going on the thighs. Fair enough. And then on the legs, we got chrome and blue. The shoulders, we got pink and black and blue. Like, there's some shit going on here color-wise. I don't feel like this, and like this is not downing what I'm about to say because I love that figure as well. But I don't feel like this screams I need Repro-Labels as bad as like MMC's Tigress does.
What, really?
Yeah, like MMC's Tigress is like block of one color, block of another color, block of it. Like there's nothing that breaks it up. Like there's a lot of different colors being used here.
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, the other thing is this is still a CAD model, so you know there's no guarantees that the final product has this type of paint job or anything either.
Very true.
But I don't know. I like it. I'm in. It looks real good as Mirage. I just wish that instead of doing Crasher, they did Slicks, you know, personally, as the GoBot side of it. But, you know, Crasher's the bigger name, so of course.
Sure.
But, you know, would have been nice if they realized that she was, you know, more interesting character and then found a Transformer to fit it. But I do like Mirage, so I'll take him.
I want my fucking, I want Scooter. I'd buy a Scooter.
I'm gonna wait for the review. I'll wait for Bobby and Justin to review it, see if it's worth it.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like the car mode, I think needs repros, but I don't feel like the bot mode does. Like I feel like the bot mode did a pretty good job. Now, of course, you know the repros aren't going to hurt it when it's in bot mode, but I'm 100% with everyone on the car. But
oh yeah, absolutely. The bot mode looks fine to me. If he comes out with these paint apps, then I think that he's just fine.
Right.
It's the card that suffers, which
yeah, absolutely.
Again, Repro-Labels to the rescue, but I kind of wish it wasn't like that. But what can you do?
But, you know, who leaves their stuff in car mode most of the time anyway? So
That's a good point. That you know, like I'll be honest with you, when I get reveals and stuff like this, and I don't know if anybody else feels the same way, either on the show or listening, but like my eyes go straight to the bot. I examine the bot, decide whether or not I'm in, and then I look to the alt mode just to make sure I'm still in, and then I go. Like if this was like, you know, if I looked at this and I saw the bot mode and I was like, yep, I like it. Let me look at the alt mode. Oh, it's a cricket. I'm not in. Like, you know, it'd be something like that.
Right.
She says the cricket.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about the cell phone plan, not the. No, just kidding.
That's true.
But yeah, like I'm kind of. I got to be honest with you. I'm kind of shocked that Greg isn't feeling this. And Greg will get back to me and let me know why at some point.
He probably texts you right now. Like, goddamn phone.
Dude, I was busy.
Oh, there he is.
I was doing something. I had to mute the phone.
Of course, he was doing something.
I got you.
Speaking of something that's red, black, silver, and blue now, I had to go take care of some business. No, what was your question? I'm sorry. I didn't even have the phone.
Just you know, like I mean, you kind of answered it by not answering it when you said, you know, there's something about this. I don't know what it is. It looks good. It's just I don't know about this. Like
it's the construction. It's from the Red Guard. Red Guard looked fucking great, and I told you I wasn't in on that at all. And then I saw it, and I remember I posted that picture in the chat, and I was like, you know what? Seeing an actual picture of it, like I'm in on it, and it looks good. It's decent quality, like, you know what I mean? But in hand, like, it's just like the way it's built, the way
Is it too much side kill to you?
Tall. No. Well, no. Actually, what killed it for me was turning it around and having that big ass fucking hole in his back.
Yeah,
but
that does suck.
It's as tall as a Masterpiece car, but it's not. It doesn't have the girth of a Masterpiece car.
That's
you know what I
true,
mean?
too. Yeah, I do. Absolutely.
Well, that's
Like,
Mirage.
it's fucking-
He's not.
No, he's talking
I'm not
about
even
Red
talking
Guard.
about. I'm talking about the Red Guard.
Oh,
And so I'm saying, like, if Mirage, like, I just am going to need to see it. And like, just judging from my Splinter experience, I don't know. I can't say if I'm in on it. I mean, I got Splinter and I sold him after a while. I mean, he stuck around for a while. I gave him every shot in the world. But I sold him. I actually sold him for like $10 more.
Do
than I
you
paid
tell
for
your
him,
boss
too.
that when do you talk to him? He's like, I'm giving you a chance now. You need to make me happy.
I'm like, are you making good? Are you making good decisions?
Are you
like,
helping me? Are you making me a better Transformer collector?
Well, like,
I'm
I'll
talking to
see.
you.
I'll see one of them start to kind of lean because of a joint. I'm like, you need to tighten that unit up. Tighten
What
up
you
that
doing?
unit.
Stop leaning. What
Don't
you
make me
doing?
get your Uncle Skullface on you.
Hit him with
There
a
you
little.
Sometimes they'll stand straight back up, but
hit him with a yardstick. No slouching.
He looks good. I mean, he looks good, and like I said, I like the chrome on it. It looks really nice. It doesn't look tacky. I said I have to wait. I don't have anything by them, so I don't know what their plastic quality is and everything. So I'm whenever y'all get it, if y'all say it's a go, then I'll probably get it.
His girth.
did
is
you not
going
get
to suffer.
anything from Unique Toys? Because it's the same fucking thing.
Yes, I love Unique Toys, but I just don't see them as Unique Toys. This don't look like a Unique Toys kind of toy.
Well, this was their designers.
Yeah, and
okay.
it's their fact. I mean, it's the same. It's
Well, if it's their quality, if it's UT quality, then yeah, I'll more likely pick it up. But I just don't know if I want it that bad.
See, I don't have anything from Unique Toys, but I have the Psykill.
You should.
I have the Psykill in the Splinter or Red
Oh,
Guard.
that's right. You didn't get
Any of you have the Shoutouts?
Oh, and I have the Sharkticons, and I can tell you that the Psykill and the Splinter are superior in quality to the Sharkticons. Just in terms of materials.
Huh.
Yeah.
I love the Sharkticons.
Yeah, I do too.
It's
I do
like-
too.
I love that
I'm actually
Galvatron.
I'm going to be
God, that-
reviewing them pretty soon.
That Galvatron and Blaster. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I don't have either of those. I just
Fuck
don't.
yeah.
They don't fit my collection.
Oh. Yeah, I got rid of my Blaster and my Galvatron, but it's not because I didn't like him. It's not because I didn't like him. It's just because I didn't
Shut
really.
the fuck up, Chip.
They just didn't.
Yeah, what the hell you get that from?
It's from that
Dr.
fucking
Smooth video.
that Dr. Smooth video.
I'm sorry,
Oh.
man. God damn it, cracks my ass
It's
up.
that one
I
where
love
it's
when
like-
Bobby does it, man. It's fucking hilarious, man.
It's a matter of Cybertron and honor. And it's like, dude, Optimus, I'm pretty sure they're cheating. Shut the fuck
Shut
up.
the fuck up, Chip.
I told you
That
he
shit's
was
funny.
cheating.
Hey, Justin. That's the intro. That's the intro.
Antoine, you gotta see that shit. It's fucking hilarious.
It's Jazz that says it. That's what makes it so funny. Like and Jazz is like totally smiling when he says it. It's just like shut the fuck up, Chip. So anyway, Planet X, Fall of Cybertron, Neptune, aka Sludge.
Doesn't do it for me at all.
It doesn't do
Too
it for
late.
me. Here's the thing about this. Like,
Yeah, too late.
I think that this is
was nice.
light years more accurate to the video game portrayal than the Fans Project one. Not saying that was Fans Project intention, but people have said that. Like, this looks like the video game. It just, unfortunately, it didn't look great as a video game design either.
Too bad I don't have any of those video game figures to put it with.
Right, exactly.
And this looks better than the Fox Ultron Grimlock itself.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I'm not sure if it looks better, but it looks better made. It looks like it's going to be a better toy, like easily.
If they're going for Fall of Cybertron, they need to just fucking go ahead and do all the figures.
They are. They're doing all. I think they'll do all of them.
No.
He's saying
I
not
mean,
just
All of them. Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, every fucking character that appeared in that game. And they better get some of the fucking Darkspark characters, too, just for fucking good measure.
Yeah,
It
I'm
was
with
fire.
you.
Is that fucking Jetstorm or a Jetfire?
No, my Soundwave fell. What was about to fall on the floor. And I had to
Stop
reposition
leaning.
him.
Stop
I
leaning.
can't lose Soundwave. Soundwave's like my fucking guy. Soundwave's like my least favorite and my most favorite of my masterpiece toys. I don't know how to describe it.
Sludge tails look like you could fucking just stab somebody repeatedly and it wouldn't even hurt it.
I just don't even there's nothing about this toy outside of it being a Dinobot that I like.
The thing I find interesting are like the flaps in the first picture that are folded up, and then in picture 2 they're folded down to hide all that like hollow open front chest piece, but then they're back up in figure 3. See what I'm talking about? Like on the front leg.
Yeah. He's doing the splits in the first picture, like,
So
hey.
which way is it supposed to be? Yeah, the first picture he just like looks awful as a dinosaur even too. And then like
fat ass.
when you look at the robot picture with all his accessories just like right in front of him, like, dude totally skipped leg day,
Yeah, oh yeah. But that is kind of how he looked.
I know, but still. I don't know.
So like it's kind of like they were like destined to kind of look kind of shitty because they like that game. I love that game. I don't want anyone to misconstrue me. Like I love that game. The second one, like people shit on the second one all the time. The second one is my favorite. Like it's one of my favorite video games ever. Like it's partially responsible for getting me back into Transformers. Like I fucking love that game. But while I love that game, I'm not 100% crazy about the designs.
Actually, going back to this real quick, the legs are too small. The bottom part of them, because if you look at the actual promo art, because you never saw Sludge in the game, right? He was just like dead in the game, but
he's hung up. He's hung up on that wall.
Yeah. So his arms, like his thighs, should be at least as big as his biceps, and his feet should be at least as big as like the whole, arm gauntlet thing, and they're quite bigger than his chest is a lot smaller than this one. So he actually is pretty disproportionate from the waist down. From the waist up, I think he looks good. I just think the waist down needs to be bigger.
Yeah.
I think he looks better in
I would
bot mode.
scale it by one half, like a half size,
It's
different.
like an homage. It's an homage to his portrayal in the game, as well as his portrayal in the original Masters of the Universe toy line. Like they got that same proportion going on.
Sure.
Masters
I
of the
think
Universe.
he looks better in bot mode than he does Dino mode, actually. But, yeah. I'm not gonna get him. I didn't get Swoop, so I don't know why I get this one.
Yeah,
I'm
I
waiting
gotta
for
end up selling my swoop, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I mean, because Fans Project is the one I want to collect over these and Fans Toys, so Do I need another set of Dinobots? Not really. Now, if Planet X is the only one who makes paddles, I'll consider it. But yeah.
I think I wonder if they'll do a gift set of these.
Nah.
I don't know. If there is one thing that that fucking Planet X likes to do, it's package things. So they might like their packaging is like phenomenal. So they might, just for the sake of like, dude, we can probably do like a quintfold.
Do you think that's why this looks kind of like meh? Because they're rushing it so they can fucking get the package
box art.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't have anything. But I mean, I gotta tip my hat to them in the sense that like at least they're saying like, look, this War for Cybertron, Fall of Cybertron, this is our thing. This is what we're doing. I have a feeling that might change here pretty soon. But at least they found their little niche. But yeah, this is not for me.
Where is TFC Hydrant at, man?
Man, I don't know, but calm yourself, because the last thing I need is something else coming out right now.
I have a guy on my channel who's been bothering me for like, if you listen to the show, you don't bother me, but you've been bothering me for the last week. He's like, when are you getting Hydrant? I'm like, I have no idea. And he's like, can you review it this week? I'm like,
it's not. I can't say no for sure, but it's not looking good.
Yeah. I was like, when are you gonna review it? I'm like, probably a week after I decide to get it. Because he's probably eventually hit my pile of loot, and he's gonna sit there for a while. So yeah.
You got to
Yeah, I got somebody asked me about him too. Actually, it's funny you say that. I wonder if it's the same dude, but he only asked me. He was just like, "Are you gonna review Hydrant?" And I was like, "Yep." And he was like, "Cool." That was it.
Yep. All right, let's go.
I might hold out on Hydrant until the next part comes out.
What, First Aid?
Yeah, I'm not gonna get the set. I mean, I'm already in on 2 of them, but I just want to hold out and see. Like, I'm waiting to see what it's gonna look like. You know what I mean? Because it's not.
I hear you. It does seem like it's touch and go a little bit, but I all I can say is I love the 2 I have, and I love the way First Aid is shaping.
So do I. It's the Hydrant.
Yeah, the Hydrant. I'm with you.
Well, but here's the thing. I really like the way that Monkey Toys one looks, and that's gonna be. I mean, you got to remember, Defensor was the smallest one. Like, he was tiny. He's like Voyager size. So I would be okay with, I'd be okay with him being my Defensor.
Is this the first set that the middle bot is going to be before the rest of the limbs?
No.
Oh.
What other combiner came with the
TFC has always done it that way.
Okay.
MMC's done it that way too.
Yep.
I mean, don't forget we got the 2 legs and Razor Claw. So.
Okay.
All right. Let's move.
How about that fucking Scorponok?
Yeah. What is the deal with this giant Action Master Scorponok for $500?
Fuck Omega Supreme. I want this shit.
This is an official failure, if you ask me. I mean, how hard is it to make freaking Scorponok turn into a shitty Scorpion?
So this is not the one that we saw that was like a licensed third-party product, right?
Oh, it is.
I think it is. Yeah.
It is.
Oh, okay. All right. So we already.
This is that fucking thing we heard about.
Okay. All right.
After TFCon last year.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is.
Don't transform. Don't do nothing.
It seems as though they have made an awful lot of them. I hope that they're successful.
It's $500. What is it? $500?
It's $500, and they look like they got 5,000 of them. And I bet you next year this time they'll have about 4,540.
Yeah, when this thing hits about $70 on Big Bad Toy Store plant.
But why the fuck would you buy an Action unless you are that guy that says and while you do it, you tighten the tie around your neck and say, I am the man that only buys official product. If you are not that guy, why would you spend $500 for an Action Master Scorponok when you can get the $400 fucking Make Toys one that looks 1,000 times more interesting?
Mm-hmm.
Because I only buy official products.
Oh, okay then. Well, then that makes sense.
It's IP, Bobby, IP.
This doesn't even look like it has like good posability or anything going on. Like I can
IP,
see.
Dustin.
Yeah.
Just wait for the knockoff.
Hell Hasbro.
Yeah.
Knockoff.
Yeah, this one might get a knockoff.
Sorry,
This looks
Justin.
like a knockoff.
cut you off. It was just
that would be crazy.
No big deal.
part of the joke.
Yeah.
I display, not play. I don't need
$500.
posability.
I just
why would you waste $500 on this shit? You could get a fucking combiner. You could get, I don't know, you could pay off your credit card bill. You could damn.
You get 3 KFC blasters and have money to take your friends out to Sonic. Like,
I know. Get a milkshake and a fucking coney dog. What the fuck?
yeah. Get a burger for breakfast.
Ugh.
Matt, do they have
Yes.
Sonic in Chicago? You're going to have your car. Oh, you're not going to have your car. Fuck. Bobby, we're borrowing your car. We're going to Sonic.
yeah.
We need
Yeah.
milkshakes.
If you guys can fucking find a place to put all the children's seats.
Oh, we got it.
I'm already like Lauren. You should have heard us like my wife and I were like sitting around the kitchen table tonight. Like okay, we're gonna leave at night. They should sleep. If they don't, what do we got? And I'm
Burger.
like, Nutter Butters. Okay, Nutter Butters, right down the list. like,
You got prepared.
Leapfrog educational video games. Okay, makes sense. Write down Leapfrog educational video games, but only one can play that.
Get you a fucking bottle of E&J and a fucking cattle stunner.
Hey.
That's a party right there.
2 knives in a trough to catch the blood. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and
Walking Dead style.
Selena will be a happy girl.
Only one will survive, and then
Oh, there's no question.
Yeah,
that
they
would be.
they make rubber ones. They make ones that aren't immediately lethal.
Oh, she probably would lose interest if you put if you put the two of them like in a big warehouse. You know, my oldest might come out on top because like she might be able to MacGyver or Batman some shit up in order to catch Selena in the act. But just in a car with limited options, I would be burying my oldest. No question about it.
No, I just meant. Well, never mind. Never mind. We're on 2 different pages. I think we should probably stay on 2 different pages on this one because you might take it the wrong way. Let's just leave the cattle stunner at home and bring the bottle of EJ.
So for your $500 Action Master Scorponok, I say to you, you have more money than sense. And
good luck to you.
And thanks
Yeah.
for your service, buddy.
And pretty soon you'll have more cents than dollars. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. So we talked about this last week, but now we have the official images of Leader Class Thundercracker. Has anybody's point of view changed or been affected by this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually. Go ahead.
For
Go
me,
ahead.
well, for me, I mean, I don't have a place for it, but he's more like a standalone figure. I mean, he's too big for Classic Show.
Yeah, he's almost. I mean, he's to be honest with you, he's almost the right size for your masterpiece shelf at this point.
Oh no! Here we go.
If you think about it, like because he shouldn't be like theoretically, those masterpiece seekers shouldn't be as big as they are. Like in comparison to the Autobots,
This
Oh,
guy
gotcha.
stands taller than your masterpiece seeker. Just so you know.
it stands
Yeah.
taller.
Yes,
A little bit.
Oh, then never mind.
just
Never.
slightly.
The head is like head to head, like the eye level
Yes.
is. Wow,
Mm.
never mind. Disregard last.
Hey.
There is complete.
Hey,
Hmm.
this guy's totally got an angry bird on his face, on his chest. Copy
I
the
think it looks fucking
raptor.
sweet.
At least the
Can't wait
raptor
for
looked
this
like he was
motherfucker.
puking. This one looks like he's just angry. So
But I'm actually less interested in the official pics than I was in the picture at the con, because these pictures that Hasbro releases, I mean, they are so mocked up.
yeah, they're so like
so mocked up.
everything. You can't trust.
It's so over the top. There's like so much airbrushing done on each panel of their like metal. Like it's just so ridiculous.
Shut the fuck up, Chip. I don't care, man. Looks
I know
sweet.
you don't care.
Only thing I don't like about it, why do they give the Jets fucking gun like pistols? I know he's Jetfire, you know everything. He's
yeah.
Jetfire.
So
whatever.
Yes, I don't know how
question.
I know, but
Like,
I don't like when they give them fucking weapons like that. But
It's
whatever.
one thing I like about like third party stuff that like when they release official images, yes, they are lit just right. They've put 2 lights in the right places and they've posed them in the right places so that it hides all the either the kibble or the hollowness or the then the light picks up just the accents just right and all that. Like yes, totally. They totally do that. They play with the contrast. They play with the light and dark, variations, but they don't just straight fucking airbrush the piece.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll say I'm less excited for this than I am the inevitable Doctor Wu Buster that's going to come out. And if no one's reading, I know you're not quite reading RID yet because you're waiting on the collected edition. But
yeah, but I know who he is. I know he's like the dog.
Yeah, he's the pet that Thundercracker would die for.
Really?
Yeah. You're not reading RID?
No. I mean, is that being made?
Somebody will make it somewhere.
Yeah, he's saying it's inevitable that it will. Somebody.
Oh, okay.
That motherfucker will come out on Shapeways. I'll buy that from Shapeways if I can't get anywhere else, and I'll put it with my fucking masterpiece.
Nice.
Don't go fuck.
So let's move on.
Don't give a fuck.
My computer's.
Shut the fuck up, Matt.
Shut the fuck up, Matt. Transformers RID Warrior Class Deluxes from the new show.
Yes.
Oh, really? They're making these, really?
Fuck yeah, they are.
For better.
You will get them.
Oh yeah.
People will.
Oh yeah.
But there'll probably be only one and maybe a half people on this podcast that get them. Matt is going to get them.
Hell yeah.
There's no question about that. And Antoine may get a few, depending on his budget that he's working with and whether or not he went to Toys R Us that week.
Yeah.
I actually will probably get one or two. So,
What'd you say, Justin?
I'll probably get one or two also. So, but I don't want to pay $15. It needs to be $10.
Which one do you have your eye on?
The cop. So, you know, I'll add another fembot. You know, she's good enough for a classic shelf for me. So, I don't think she's ridiculously like animated looking comparatively.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Yeah. Now I may get Optimus Prime because I think he looks so ridiculously bad that I need to have, because like this thing transforms almost as bad as Star Convoy. If you're familiar with that one, like you just see like all you do is straighten the legs, fold a couple paddles, it's like boop truck.
It's like that. It's like that Ultimate Class or whatever the fuck it was, Beast Hunters Prime.
Yeah.
Where that's all you did. You put the arms straight back, you fucking put the legs straight back, you pegged it together, and then you cover that shit up with the fucking big ass weapons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you didn't look at it from any other angle.
I'll probably
mode, you know, you just see his legs standing there, you know. Yeah.
I'll probably end up buying Grimlock for my daughter, and that'll probably be the end of that.
And then taking it from her.
Yeah, because that's what I've done with the others. And then, go ahead.
Speaking of your daughter, a 12-inch plush Grimlock may make its way to TFCon.
Oh,
that would go somewhere completely different.
Yeah, hey.
No.
Coming from Gregor's.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something, Justin. Meeting that little kid. Oh God, that's gonna go somewhere fucking fucked up in your mind too. I was gonna say meeting that girl. It's like one of my fucking biggest fucking excitements of TFCon, but
she's something else. But I will probably end up getting the Grimlock for her, and she will more than likely be confused by him at first and then grow to accept him.
Broken under her bed somewhere.
Yep, more than likely.
That's what Greg's gonna do too, so whatever.
Greg's will end up broken somewhere on some internet page.
No, I'm not. No, not at all. Not at
whatever.
all.
You'll see him in the store. You'll get them.
Yeah. I mean, I like some of the designs, like as far as the was it Steeljaw or whatever. Like it's like I said before. Like I'm not gonna buy any fucking toys, but I appreciate. Let me word this properly. I appreciate what they're doing. I appreciate the fact that it is a Transformers product, but I'm not gonna buy it.
What I don't appreciate is that they all look like they're, you know, the same things as your average Scout, but they now cost twice as much.
Exactly.
You know?
Man, those motherfuckers.
Grimlock totally needs to stop sporting that erection. It's just
that is a little bizarre. And then at the same time, that area also looks hollowed out. It's very strange, like paradox.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and the thing about Grimlock is he's that fucking warrior class. Like that's the only one they showed. So like Grimlock is going to be small. The toy, at least, I don't remember how big he was in the clips, but He's going to be the same fucking size as, like, fucking Bumblebee and the rest of them.
Hey, you know what? Looking at Grimlock, I'm in on him. Because look at that. The way the hands are located, his little Grimlock boner and that face, like, he is totally humping someone like a dog. So I might have to get him, and then I can just put him on the shelf with, like, R.I.D. Bumblebee or something like that, you know? Oh, wait, you know what? I've got a Hail Hasbro Matt Baldwin figure that could serve to be, getting boned by Grimlock. I might have to do that. You know what? I'm in. I sold myself.
Good night, folks.
I'm in on you getting in on you getting that too, Justin.
And Grimlock will be in a deluxe custom.
I look forward to the caption contest for the photos.
Let's speaking of the last horrendous nightmare to kind of move through is Huffer, which I think most would agree is the bitch of the bunch. Like people can pretty much find something positive to say about all of the other ones. Except for this one.
Except Matt. Matt can find something good to say about it.
There's no way you can buy this, Matt.
No, Matt,
My favorite color is orange.
Matt justifies this one with the price point.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it's Optimus Prime with orange colors. That's all it is. So?
I love Transformers. That's what he
dang
said.
it.
All right.
You see that Autobot symbol? You see that Autobot symbol? He's a fucking Transformer. God bless him.
To support Matt's point, in truck mode, he's a pretty good looking Huffer. Like for your classic scale type thing. Just a small little orange truck. Kind of looks like G1 Huffer in terms of overall colors.
I will compromise. That's acceptable. An acceptable Huffer. I will compromise.
Yeah.
Man.
But in robot mode, the only thing that's Huffer is his head, So.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
That fucking fit that criteria.
Hmm?
I said I've taken shits that fit that criteria. They've been the same shade of orange. And they roughly resemble fucking Huffer in truck mode.
Sexy mother Huffer.
Box that up and send it my way. Maybe my classic shelf needs that. I don't know. Just saying. It's got a whole bunch of other Hasbro shit on it, so
Hey man, every goddamn show, every damn show, you got to shit on Hasbro. Man, hell Hasbro, you motherfucker. I quit.
Derba derb.
Dooba dooba dooba.
Is that what I sound like, Greg? Really? Yeah.
Well, when you go into your poor Hasbro fan, you kind of do something.
Oh, I'm sorry. Somebody got to stick up for him. Shit.
I stick up for you. That's almost like me sticking up for Hasbro.
That's true.
All right, I'll take that.
We're on the same team. We're just not in the same battle. Does that make sense?
True that, homie.
I'm giving you a fist bump.
Word.
All the way to Arkansas.
And our last bit of information is going to lead into a bit of a discussion. So, nice. So, especially given the Halloween, B-Mog is approved for 11 designs from Hasbro Shapeways Superfan Art, which is a super dumb name. Superfan. It's a superfan art. Also, the rules have been set on what you can do with Transformers specifically. We're going to get to the rules in a minute. But for right now, these B-Mog approved designs are weapons. I don't know if they make an animal. I just don't know. I don't see any indication that they would make an animal or perhaps some sort of monstrous creature.
Oh, this is that B-Moth thing. Beer made out of failure? Yeah.
Ooh.
That's so
I'm not knocking him this time. I'm actually knocking this whole fucking thing.
This racket, because that's what it's turned into.
We're gonna get to it.
I can't wait. Well, we'll get there. But yeah, it's I don't I get the 6-shot gun is cool.
Yep, that's what's interesting to me.
That is cool. That is cool. I get that. Cool. Well thought out. Well executed. Looks good. I'm in. I mean, I would be in. I'm definitely not in. But if this was my thing, I would be in. The rest of it, it's kind of like a watered down version of Doctor Wu.
Where the fuck is the platypus?
Justin, that's the intro.
God damn, I think I saw the platypus last time. Where the fuck is that platypus at?
Justin, that's the intro.
Is this not the platypus thing? What the fuck we talk about this shit for then if it ain't the platypus? What the fuck is this shit, man?
Sorry, I thought it was on a different podcast.
Oh my god.
My bad. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry. Go on.
No. That's in that particular instance, it was more than fine. But yeah, it's just like I've all of a sudden I've gotten less excited, and in this is Trench Troop stuff, right? So in his defense, I will say that I am less excited, and I don't think it has much to do with him. I think he is working within these confines, and we're going to talk about the confines.
Are those?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Greg.
My problem with the whole set is that it's like outside of the 6-shot gun, which I think is awesome. I want a 6-shot gun. I'll probably end up buying this one when I order like that Night Beat set. The rest of it, like, you know, the weapons for the Legends, like the Legends Abominus, like to get all of them is almost more expensive than that piece of shit Abominus anyway. You know, like I don't want these. They don't make sense to have G1 weapons to me. Like, it's just no.
Could that yellow sword go with Sancho Barbosa?
No, it'll be too small.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
I like the description. That little yellow sword.
Yeah.
That said, if you want to stick it in the ass of the platypus, so he has like a little tail.
There you go.
When it happens.
Winner.
You're made out of sodomy. He moss. Platypus made out of sodomy.
The superfanart.com artist agreement between Hasbro and the designers is a Leviticus style rule book of the do's and don'ts. Right. Leviticus, it's like the rule book of the Bible. Anyway, the revised the joke becomes less and less funny the more we talk about it. So the revised content guidelines are revised content guidelines. Designs and related content may not display genitalia on the design. Display religious icon.
I struggled with it too when I read it out loud to Kit.
Iconography. Okay. They may not display religious icons. They may not display vulgarity or offensive statements or other inappropriate display. And I guess that's a little big. They may not infringe the rights of a third party. What? Including without limitation copyrights, trademarks, patents, trade secrets, and rights of privacy and publicity. For example, don't use anything that you didn't come up with yourself, even if you intend to use it to be an homage, a parody, or a critique.
Okay.
So that's
their wording on that's pretty funny. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, that's interesting. Designs may not be defamatory. Designs may not be obscene or pornographic. Yeah, there goes shitstorm.
Aww.
Designs may not violate any applicable law, rule, or regulation, including without limitation by exploiting images or the likeness of minors. Okay, that's a good one.
You know, yeah.
No, wait.
Because weirdos.
So can we not? Someone can't chip waste me a chip chase. Is that what we're saying?
Well, that's what I was just gonna say. I can't get a chip chase.
Well, question.
And this ties in with one down below about like a fucking death scene, so we can't get that fucking
All
that.
Right. Wait.
Okay, sorry.
Designs may not include any words or text. Did anyone else find that bizarre? Designs may not use marks, symbols, designs, or letters that signify hate towards another group of people, like Decepticon or Autobot. Just kidding. Designs may not include content that depicts violence, is obscene, abusive, fraudulent, or threatening, such as an image of a murder victim, morgue shots, promotion of suicide, etc.
So you're saying I can't get that fucking dead Chip Chase from when he just gets the fuck up with the swastika on a t-shirt?
Designs may not include content that glamorizes the use of illegal substance and drugs, such as a person injecting a vial of a substance in their body.
This was my favorite one, just so you guys know. This is the one that I lost my shit out when I was reading.
Designs may not be generally offensive or in bad taste. Designs may not use brand names, slogans, or logos. Designs may not use any characters, characterizations, or plots derived from a theatrical motion picture.
Okay.
Designs may not use photos, images. Yeah.
So wait, I can't get a pair of Jordans for my Megatron like in Bad Boys 2? Wait, what?
Designs may not use photos, images, likeness, names, or personal information, for example, without limitation, addresses, telephone numbers, or places of employment of real persons. This includes
side of them.
Does Hasbro know how Shape Ways works?
Yeah.
I don't think they did the research.
I don't think this company is what you think it is. Designs may not include weapons larger than 100 millimeters when printed.
Okay.
Why not? Why not?
Why not?
Why can't I print out a Metroplex gun?
Right. That's kind of what we asked those guys. Like, are you feeling any of the limits of safety? And I guess they just this wasn't in concrete at the time.
I mean, 100 millimeters is that's not that not that big.
Is it 10 millimeters?
Right.
Somebody, I don't know. Somebody Google it. This may not include construction elements, i.e. Creo components. Designs may not include brand mashups or crossovers, that is, cannot mix characters and or worlds.
To get back to the size thing, 100 millimeters is roughly 4 inches. So
that's so stupid.
A weapon can't even be, it has to be. It can just barely be taller than a GI Joe. 3 3/4.
Oh wow, that sucks.
All right, designs. Little Pony may not include saddles on My Little Pony characters.
What the fuck is that shit? It's not a fucking pony without a goddamn saddle.
Ball gags.
Well, I would. That's gotta come from some sort of tradition with that brand. Like, it's gotta be something about it. Like, if there's any bronies out there listening, unsubscribe and then tell us what this is all about. Just
unsubscribe.
Just kidding.
That was funny.
Whoever is making My Little Pony, ball gag, but just say it's an apple. Just say it.
Okay, now here we go. Transformer designs may not be capable of converting from one form to another.
Now, for a layman, Bobby, what does that mean?
They may not transform.
Wait, what?
And for another layman, it also means, if that's not clearly enough for you, it also means this.
He gives you this extraordinary gift, and then what does he do? I swear, for his own amusement, his own private cosmic gag reel. He sets the rules in opposition. It's the goof of all time. Look, but don't touch.
Yeah, I like Dane Cook too.
But don't taste. Taste. Don't swallow. And while you're jumping from one foot to the next, what is he doing? He's laughing his sick fucking ass off. He's a tight ass. He's a sadist. He's an absentee landlord. Worship that? Never. Better to reign in hell than serve in heaven.
And that's what that made me think of. Transformer designs may not include Cybertronian text. Not sure why.
Because why? What
Right.
copyright is that going to possibly violate? The fact that someone took the time to figure
don't
out
know.
Cybertronian text.
I don't know.
Made up language.
Transformer designs may not include third-party vehicles. For example, Bumblebee's vehicle form cannot be a Chevrolet. Bumblebee's vehicle form cannot be a Chevrolet.
Well,
Transformer.
But here's the thing: if it can't transform, how the fuck are you gonna know?
Because you can make just the car.
Okay, fair enough. But then arguably, it's not a transformer and it's not Bumblebee. It's just a car. That's what I'm saying. This is stupid.
I'm with you.
What? And this is
Matt,
the venue to make headmasters and action master, or not action masters, target masters. You know, like, what a pain.
Matt, are you there?
Nope.
Okay.
That's why he's
Justin.
calling me right now.
Justin, can you see what you... Transformer designs may not be Transformer crossovers. For example, Marvel and Star Wars characters cannot be portrayed as Transformer characters. Transformer designs may not be Jetfire in either vehicle or robot form from the 1980s original TV show.
I didn't know that.
That's pretty interesting.
Well, that makes sense to me because they're probably sticking it to Harmony Gold as much as they can, and they're operating within their legal bounds, but that doesn't mean a fan necessarily would. So that said, if things can only be like 3 and almost 4 inches tall, who gives a shit? Who wants that anyway?
But wouldn't you say that Jetfire is kind of in his 80s original TV show look with the alternate head and in the leader class?
Sort of.
Oh, yeah, sort of.
Sort of. I mean, like, there's enough of a departure from it that it's not the Bandai, whatever, Valkyrie mold. Okay. So, yeah.
Transformer designs may... Go ahead, Greg.
I was just saying, Justin, you said who the fuck cares? The anti-Bobby is who would be buying that. Somewhere out there, there's Negaface. He's the he's the skull face in the white robe.
Flesh face.
Before we go on, Matt, are you flesh face? I mean, I'm just saying, this is an official Hasbro thing. Are you now compelled to get all these? Hail Hasbro.
Fuck Hasbro. No,
okay,
yeah, right.
no.
Transformer designs may not be Megatron in gun form from the 1980s original TV show.
Because God forbid your 4-inch weapon,
nice.
looks like Megatron.
Hold on.
Megatron.
No, but for those playing at home, earlier said we cannot make a weapon that is bigger than 4 inches.
Oh, gotcha.
So, so for those heavy into the Monopoly game, I've got some restrictions for you as well. Monopoly designs may not include third-party or Hasbro-branded tokens. For example, cannot have an Optimus Prime token, but can have a token that is based on a design entirely original to the artist. So you got that.
Now here's a question.
Can you do a pack of cigarettes?
No. Well, okay. No. My question is, what's stopping me from making a Monopoly-sized Optimus Prime and just saying he's a Transformer?
I don't know.
I mean, as long as Bumblebee's not a Chevrolet, or a Volkswagen Beetle, can I make a Bumblebee that's relatively small and would fit on a Monopoly board?
I would think so.
Yeah. So, these rules are just stupid. Well, you can't. It could be Optimus Prime. Okay, well, why not? If I can make that as part of your other guidelines, so if I can't make Optimus Prime for Monopoly, I can't make Optimus Prime for a Transformer toy? Is that what the rules bring down to? It doesn't make sense. It's poorly written.
Monopoly designs may not modify the corner spaces of the Monopoly board. I'm guessing that's a standard because they never really do. I'm guessing that ties into the saddles on the ponies.
Now,
good news with the ponies though. You pretty much got free reign outside of those saddles.
Now let me go back to Monopoly here. Does Hasbro actually understand what Shapeways is? We're not printing Monopoly boards. You're printing pieces of things. Right. Someone's not making a board and yeah, this is now get out of, I don't know, a relationship free card, I don't know.
Right.
What is
Stick it to the band. I just don't get these fucking rules. What the fuck is this about? I'm lost.
Scrabble designs may not spell out words or slogans, include modified numbers on the letter titles. All titles must have the correct number on them. That's another one of those things where they don't want to, change the...
Right, because I can't spell fuck in Scrabble,
Well, yeah, I think, but yeah, it's it's more so about like, scrap. Like everybody's got to know that the Z is always a 10 or whatever. Like those like standards can't change.
On the other hand, if you're the person who's going to be changing Scrabble and making Shapeways designs for it, like you're pretty hardcore into Scrabble, man, to be messing up. Who is out there like, fuck yeah, Shapewaysing my Scrabble game, gonna make this thing awesome,
Yeah.
I don't get this.
Dungeons and Dragons, those rules are to be determined. So
no adding pages to the book.
We're not sure.
Don't make a fucking dragon at all. Fuck it.
Hey, can I catch up real quick?
32 sides.
Can I catch up real quick? Because guess who hit the mute button with their cheek? Justin, the shape or the Scrabble thing, I think is more for when people lose tiles. They can replace them without having to buy a whole nother set.
Yes, but then but see, here's the thing: you're still gonna have to buy a whole nother set because it's not gonna match your other Shapeways. So you're like, I could really use that 10-point Z. I wonder which one of these is the 10-point Z.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
And then I was gonna say you could make a space that says pass go direct or whatever, go directly past the Shapeways rules. And then you could make your fucking Optimus Prime token and whatnot.
It takes you right to a third-party company.
Are people going to abide by these fucking rules? I mean, really?
I said that too.
Absolutely, they will. Absolutely.
Hey,
I like their use of third-party.
Okay, Transformers designers, please make a Megatron that has a 5mm peg that is in his 1980s gun form, but it works as a Monopoly piece. Just branded as a Monopoly piece. Because these rules don't cross over according to these. Hasbro, your lawyers fucking suck. I deal with you people all the time, lawyers, and this is horrible. Horrible. Well,
what if you were to make a Megatron in his gun form, and then it came with a separate orange, white, strong, and flexible cap that they glued on there?
Exactly.
Then it's fine. Then it's fine.
What if the My Little Pony is holding a Megatron-esque gun? As long as she doesn't have a saddle on.
Right.
I just my pony to be ridden bareback by a character.
Apparently, that's a necessity. Dragon Veil. First of all, I have to know what that is, and secondly, the rules on that one are also to be determined. And as we all knew, Hasbro reserves the right to reject or remove any design if it fails to meet the content guidelines, as determined by Hasbro in its sole discretion.
Okay.
Hell fucking Hasbro.
Let's look at some of the comments.
Oh, they get good.
So,
dude.
the person's screen name, who ironically is staying in the box, says, "Wow, that's so cool! Fantastic ideas by Hasbro and Shapeways. This is going to lead to great things."
Maybe this is sarcastic.
Nope, he's staying within the box.
I feel that's part of the sarcasm, Bobby.
It's all one pile of irony. Just reading the rule. People are saying it's cool. Bring on the Action Masters.
Hell yeah.
Then someone says, "Yay! Opportunity for guns, swords, and upgrade kits."
Yeah, this is stuff. Right.
Most of their guidelines make sense.
TFW.
I want to see who's going to get out there and have like the balls to make like a set of combining weapons or something that when you put it together is like perfectly Megatron's like 1980. You know?
That'd be awesome.
B-Mog? B-Mog?
No.
You don't push the boundaries. Never mind.
No. Not until you make that fucking platypus. You ain't making shit, B-Mug.
Oh, is that B-Mall bear made out of lawsuits? Yeah.
Nice.
You know what? I wonder how many more of these jokes you can actually pull off, Greg.
How many letters in the alphabet? There will always be.
Somebody said, "Well, that's my joy killed. I wanted a transforming My Little Pony saddle for 80s Jetfire with tits."
Okay.
No Mega Moon Man. Don't we know him?
Yeah, he does customizing, doesn't he?
He said no transforming Transformers. Well, this whole thing just went down the toilet. Zero interest in anything further. Amen to you, sir.
Yeah, it's so stupid that you can't, like, one of the things that I applaud the Shapeways designers for is coming out with really unique target masters, you know? And now you shit all over it with the one thing that could actually bring them into legitimacy. So, dumb.
Shampoo bottles.
Now I would really like to have the people on who are actually, we had on before, and see if, you know, now that these guidelines are out, how does that change their opinion? I think that'd be...
Yeah, I would. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure they got to be careful about what they say, but I'm totally with you on that.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm sure isn't Fake Busker? He's one of the ones who made Transforming Target Masters, right?
Yeah, I know he made the eject and rewind Fall of Cybertron discs and those stuff. And they were super cool looking for being what they were. You know what I mean? I think that most people were excited about him being involved in anything else, and that's really gonna hurt.
Yeah, I mean, so now he's just gonna make a bunch of weapon add-on sets or something. I'm sure they're still gonna be decent, but you know, I have about as much interest in most weapon add-ons as I do the B-Bog add-on set that's already announced. It's just not that interesting to me.
Yeah,
so
I'm with you.
Hey. Six Shot. Okay, he's not Megatron's gun, so never mind. Stupid question. Pardon me, brain fart there.
So episode 4, which for our discussion, we were just going to talk briefly about the Transport to Oblivion, which was the episode after More Than Meets the Eye. I guess after the pilot got, accepted. And I don't have much to say about this one, except that Cliff Jumper gets owned like a motherfucker.
He starts punching him in the leg.
He starts punching Megatron in the leg, and Megatron just swats him aside.
What the fuck is this? Why the Autobots get so small?
It still is made by Starscream's voices in the beginning of these series. He's not super high pitched yet.
Yeah, he's kind of got deeper voice. Yeah,
I kind of like it better. I think.
I like the original.
It's more. It is the original. But it's more of a departure from Cobra Commander, I think.
Yeah.
Hey, did you guys pick up the extreme foreshadowing of the 2007 movies in this one?
I did not.
Where who was it? Someone was complaining. Ironhide was complaining, and Ratchet's like, "Oh, short circuit your voice box." And I'm like, "Uh oh, Bumblebee."
Yeah. I liked how
Ironhide gets his ass whooped in this one too.
Oh yeah, yeah, yep.
He's not a badass in the first episode.
You know what? There's a couple things I found super interesting about this one. The space bridge. This is the only time in the whole series, as far as I remember, that the space bridge works where it's a beam of light, and Megatron's like, better not fall off it. I'm like, I thought you just stood in it and got beamed there, kind of. Yeah. And then when he gets beamed up,
better not fall
off
it
around the toilet. So yeah.
I like how Ratchet's delicate, because it's always through the whole series, so Ratchet's the medic, delicate hands, blah 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 blah, and his idea of any sort of repair is shooting a laser into a fucking critical part of their fucking anatomy.
Very
it's
true.
oh, let me shoot this laser in your fucking forehead. Oh, your fucking chest plate fell off here. Let me shoot this fucking fire beam into your fucking arm.
What I don't get is when Starscream, hit Ratchet on them, and they just fall down. But in the movie, they get shot one time when they're dead. I mean, I know it's the beginning of the first episode, whatever. But it's just it's funny how they get shot, and they're like, "Oh, my receptors have been fucked up or something." And then the fucking movie, they get shot, and they're like, "Holy shit, they're dead now."
Well, wait, they're shooting for real now?
I know, it's they're not playing games anymore. They're fucking killing us.
Right before that part, before he shoots him, because he shoots him with Megatron, Soundwave does, and he stands in front of Prime, he gets done talking, and he goes, Soundwave, Prime is target, fire now. That's exactly what he says. And then he transforms, and then Soundwave holds him, and then there's a full 1.5 count before he fires. So, fire now.
There's a Pac-Man net that eats Laserbeak or something.
That thing is awesome.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
There was a lot of interesting things. After I watched this episode, I did go on the wiki to try to, read some of the little quirks that I maybe missed on it, and like there's definitely some interesting things. Like, the one thing when the episode starts and I think it's Cliff Jumper runs out, he's like, Decepticon. Like, how did you guys not notice that rock?
The rock he shoots there.
Scratch there, like, and like some of the interesting things that I thought I read is like, so since this comes right off of number 3, like, they're supposedly at the end of the third episode, they're all ready to go back to space. Like, that's how it ends is, Spike's like, yep, I'm ready to go on this new adventure to space. And then we don't mention it anymore. Like, the Ark is still, shoved in the side of the mountain. And, we're not ready to go to space. So, like, just a huge issue there. So.
Well, another thing, and fuck, I forgot. Shit. God damn it, there was something I wanted to say. Oh, it was back to an error. Fuck, what was it? No, I completely fucking forgot. Oh, it's not an error, it's just bullshit. So fucking, like, when Bumblebee and Spike get out of the fucking space bridge, fucking Bumblebee just starts driving and Spike's running beside him.
Yeah.
He leaves him too. He's like, I hope Spike's alright. No, he's not going to be alright. He's around fucking robots. What do you think?
He's like,
he's going to be alright?
Maybe I shouldn't have left him. Oh, and that's the other thing with Bumblebee. He's a fucking shitty fucking liar. Because when Megatron did that shit to him, and he's like, they're like, Bumblebee, where's the space bridge? He's like, yeah, I remember. It's in a cave. 3.47 miles off the, yeah. And like whenever he's lying, he's like, yeah, it's blah 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 blah.
And Prom's like, let's go.
He was reprogrammed though, wasn't he?
Well, I know, but the whole thing is like, how do you not tell? It's if you were like, yeah, I got that, I sent it to you in the mail. I'd be like, sure. You sound like you're lying. No, I am not lying.
It was a decent episode. Just imagine if that shit when it got picked up. We would never have had Transformers.
Yeah, well, like
I think we might have been better off sometimes, Matt.
You know what I notice about that shit that always blows my mind because it's like never how I remember it is how fucking little Gears is.
Yeah,
all of them, man.
Like I'm
those three, yeah.
Like he's like the same size as Bumblebee.
Dude, Cliff Jumper was so small. Like you said, when you hit Megatron,
but the mini bots were all the same size. Like they were really like.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't feel that way in my head.
No, I know.
But
I do like the one thing I do like the lineup calls when Prime does the lineup and everything. That's pretty cool.
Just to let kids know which toys to get.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly. That's why I liked them. But yeah, they didn't do it throughout the rest of the episodes. But I think
kids knew by then.
Well, they did do a lot. Well, they did a lot of the Marvel Comics style. Like, remember the old Marvel Comics? Like, whenever a character was introduced, it didn't matter who it was. Like, they had to tell you a little something about them.
Yeah.
And like with Shockwave, it's like Megatron, leader of the Decepticons. And he's like, Shockwave, guardian of Cybertron.
Starscream, leader of the Jets.
And then and it's like Prime or Prowl, whoever. It's like,
Yeah,
and then it's like Ratchet, fix him up. Ratchet, you're the medic, and he's like best hands on, whatever. Like they did that Marvel Comics like kind of style exposition.
Still loved it.
I hated it.
I love it.
I hated it.
LG1.
If we keep doing this, I'm probably going to be out of Transformers before it's all over.
So going on the continuity errors with the space bridge, they said that the unmanned space bridge test proves unsuccessful. Megatron concludes that inanimate objects like energon cubes can only travel if they are guided by a driver. Hence why he had captured Spike to do it and told him not to fall off the beam. This differs dramatically from how the space bridge will operate in all subsequent episodes. Plenty of characters who weren't present for this test, from Reflector to Dinobots to Optimus Prime, will travel across the space bridge without special instructions. Furthermore, inanimate objects like the Cybertronium in Desertion of the desertion of the Dinobots will travel successfully across the bridge without being attached to a guide. So yeah, it's just funny that there's no, clear carryover there.
They're still getting a handle on it.
Hail G1, man. Hail Hasbro.
Hell
Hail
yeah.
Sunbow.
Hell something.
Jazz is somehow able to use a stalagmite as a baseball bat to knock back a null ray blast at start.
Yeah, I remember that. He just it's like a stalagmite or whatever, like from the cave they're in.
Oh, when Jazz, I'm going back on speakerphone. It's the last stretch, man. When he batted the fucking beam back at Starscream,
Starscream shot him and he hit it like a baseball.
And then Optimus
like,
gets
fuck
stuck
up,
or
Chip.
something. Optimus gets stuck again, and then he throws a blade, which they use a lot of their hand weapons, in this one. Like, I think Megatron had the saw blade come out. Or he had some of it, and he had another gun or something come out of his hand.
Yeah.
And everything. So, he throws the saw blade, and it cuts the rock. So, or Prime, or somebody jumps out of the way, or Ironhide, I think.
Man.
Right. We have a question this week from Cable 75. I hope I got that number right. I forgot to write it down. He said, "Do you think Takara will make the next generation masterpiece figures like Scourge, Cyclonus, Galvatron, like the season 2 to season 3 changeover?"
Yeah, because they're already making Ultra Magnus, so what's to stop there?
That's true.
Way to steal what I said earlier there, Antoine. Appreciate that, bud.
But he mentioned the Decepticons. I'm wondering if he was asking mainly about that, because it that is like my one big critique of the Masterpiece line is the lack of Decepticons.
Yep.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? There's like 6 jets.
Don't say the secret. God damn it.
And
lack of
there's 5
Decepticon.
6 jets. Soundwave, Megatron.
Lack of Decepticon
Sound
molds.
Blaster.
Lack of Decepticon molds.
No, I hope they do. That'd be awesome. They made a Galvatron masterpiece. That'd be
that
whatever.
would be perfect.
There's old school Masterpiece Starscream. There's MP11.
There's going to be the new Masterpiece Starscream, and they make him this year.
Voyager scaled.
I'm telling you, I think a new Masterpiece Seeker mold is coming. I have nothing to base that on other than my experience, but I've just got that feeling.
Masterpiece Scourge, and that'd be awesome.
It'd be great if they did a Scourge. I'd probably get 3.
Yeah. And a Cyclonus, and I don't know what Perceptor. No, it's Autobot, but
that would be an instance actually if they made a Scourge. And I hope Takara's not listening. I'd get 1 and I'd get 2 knockoffs.
yeah, I'm with you on that. Like the sweeps will look all weaker and stand like pivoting on one hip in the back.
They'd be leaning. You better stop leaning. I'm gonna get that ruler. Stop leaning.
But at this point, I'd take any Decepticon I could get. What were you gonna say, Justin?
I was gonna say I can see them doing something like this eventually. I don't know if it'll, if it's going to be a focus of theirs, but I feel like Star Saber is one that they can hammer out a good mold of. They'll get people to buy it, and they don't have to pay any real licensing on it. So I can see them doing that to generate some cash, maybe to get the more pricey licensed ones that you maybe want to get.
Yeah.
Are you saying they are quote unquote stacking paper? Is that what you're saying?
Sure. I think that I agree with you that just doing Cybertronian cannon mode is probably
there's
more.
Just so many masterpieces to get out. There's just Jazz, Hound. There's so much they could make. I can't wait.
Jazz, Hound, fucking Wheelie.
Fuck yeah for Wheelie. I would hope they make a masterpiece Wheelie.
I would love for them to do I would love for them just to finish off the fucking the 84 line of characters and get Reflector out. I'd be happy with that.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I love my fucking Perfect Effect, but god damn.
Yeah, he's a little fella.
He needs to move over to the IDW shelf at this point.
Yeah, I mean, when Frenzy and Rumble are looking down at him.
Yeah, That's one I will say, like, that's a toy that I wouldn't get rid of. Like, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't think I would either.
Get the new one. I would replace him.
Right.
But I would keep him because that's just a fucking. That's just a good set.
It's a well thought out product.
Well, yeah, and it was kind of a game changer, like, for third party. I mean, because that was one of the early fucking third party, like, full, figures. Well, you know.
Yeah.
Like, that was a lot of little parts, and that really, like, set perfect effect, like, apart from whatever.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
That, hey, Bobby, that toy doesn't need defending like a Hasbro toy.
So.
Yeah, stay messing with Matt, man.
Yeah, got to. So shout out to Fear Corp, shout out to the Chosen Prime, chosenprime.com. Kuma Style, he's got a new review. We got the link below. It's to the TFC Ares Predaking Combiner Dive Bomb piece. So he's got that up. And Dubkey Toys at dubkeytoys.com, and I Am Ratchet, IamRatchet.com, and third party Transformer Crashers. By Yule over there and TF Prototype. They're good. And actually, shout out to Leonard Decepticon. He has he's like an admin over at Third Party Addicts, and they got some pretty cool stuff going on over there too. That's just me giving some love. Also, Greg, do you want to talk about this GoFundMe?
Oh yeah. And I'll get the link to Justin. Or actually, you should already.
It's in there.
There's this guy. He's in some of the groups named Jim, and you don't need to know if you know who he is, you know about it, and if you don't know who he is, you don't really need to know who he is. The whole point is he has a grandson who had some issues, got sick, went for some tests, and he's 5 years old, and he has a couple of different types of cancer actually going on at one time. I don't want to be grim, but it's not looking good. Single mom. I mean, there's just a lot of hardship going on, and it's not like it's not one of these begging things. It's just that I wanted to throw it out there, like at least check it out. Read what's going on with them, and if you find it in your hearts to throw a couple bucks their way, it would help them out. If not, maybe at least share it. Maybe post it on your own Facebook wall. I shout out to our buddy Robert, big fan of us, and he actually sent the dude $100, and a couple other people did it anonymously as well. So if you're not too busy with all your third-party releases and saving up for Star Saber and TFCon, if you got a little bit to spare, I mean, $5, $10, anything would help them out. I've been in that situation. We recently lost someone close to us to cancer, and I mean, it's definitely hard. It's definitely hard to be scraping by week to week or day to day and have something like that pop up. So I mean, at least check it out, give it a like. Tell somebody else about them.
Share it. That's free.
I think everybody's lost somebody to cancer. I mean, I lost my father to cancer when I was a little kid. So
yeah, but we're not. I mean, it's a little bit different. Like I'm not
understand that, but I mean, it's still you lose somebody to cancer. It don't matter who you are. It's still it's a bad thing.
Well, I mean, my kid had a broken arm, and it was like the end of the world for me. So
you know how expensive it is, and luckily you had the money to rectify JQ's situation, and these people didn't. So,
not exactly. I mean, but whatever. I mean, I understand. No, I mean,
I talked specifically to Bobby. I just was making it. I was using that to make a point. I wasn't about anybody. I was just using that as a jumping point.
Right.
Not everyone is in a position where they can handle something like this, and believe it or not, they will let you. I don't want to say it, but the medical field—that's a cruel world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
So, it's fucked up. It's a fucked up situation, and it's a kid. And if that doesn't tug on your heartstrings, I'm not sure what will. And at the very least, share it. Or if you're in a part of a community somewhere, a Transformers related community or any community, and you just want to get the word out to maybe help get help some shit in this guy's situation. It's a fucked up hand to be dealt, and whatever. There's nothing especially if you got kids and you already know that. I mean, this is a grandkid, right?
Yeah.
But it's I can't speak for how that feels, but I would imagine it's along the same lines. So yeah, the link's below. You can find it there. Shout out to Decepticon Click on Instagram. If once we get Shattercast Instagram up, I'm sure that they will hold us down as well. But they're a good group of dudes, and they're very much into Transformers. If you're on Instagram, just search the hashtag Decepticon Click CLIQUE, and you'll find them. There's a million.
Yeah, we gotta add some more pictures to that thing.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to talk about that after the show. And shout out to Oscar, who should be back very shortly.
Oscar?
He was almost back tonight, but the cable company fucked him over. So he will be back very shortly for those concerned about him. And a number of people have been posting on our Facebook about missing his loss. And I can tell you that not to belittle how you guys feel, but we feel it even more. So Oscar, can't wait to have you back. I know you're listening. I love you and I miss you.
Oh yeah, there was 5 of us, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
yeah.
I give out a shout out to Robert myself, and he knows why. So shout out Robert.
There you go, Robert.
Robert's got the cure for the clap.
Come be a nerd at the cool table at www.youtube.com/ShattercastUncut, Podomatic.com/ShattercastUncut, Facebook.com/ShatterCast, Twitter at SHATTERDCAST, Tumblr at Shattercast.tumblr.com, Blogspot ShattercastUncut.blogspot.com, and our Gmail is ShattercastOnline@gmail.com. If it was too fast for you, they're all down below.
You got that shit down, man.
No, almost.
I want to tell them where to find us at TFCon. We don't have a table number, but we will be located in Artist Alley. And we should be next to some fucking rinky-dink operation called Defending Our Myths and Heroes. And I'm sure Bobby could probably tell you something about them.
Defending Our Myths and Heroes is going to need every bit of help it can get, because it's probably going to be sitting next to like Alex Milne and Ken Christensen and all these other fucking big time professional artists. So after you spend all your money there, I do have stuff available for just $1. So stop by my table.
Man, you know you're good shit. Come on now.
We'll see. But anyway, definitely check us out. We are in Chicago this next weekend, and when you're listening, to be the following weekend for TFCon. Please come by. Tell us you listen to the show. Tell us what you like, what you don't like. Break bread with us if you see us at dinner. Fucking get a drink with us. We're there to party it up, and we're definitely we're approachable. It's not like okay, fuck out of my face. We got T-shirts to sell. Like, we're there to meet you. So come by and check us out. And also the good news is, if you do come by and check us out, what will happen to him, Antoine? God damn it. No, wait. Let him figure it out.
You get shattered.
I knew you'd do it. I had faith in you.